Hello everybody and welcome back to Frostpunk. Welcome back to the crevice. Today we are going to be trying to decide between these two. I've had a think, and because our thing is, we've got both problems. We've got too high discontent and we've got too low hope really right now. I think neighborhood watch is the way to go. I think we're going to go down this line because this gives us the more opportunity to decrease discontent, but also increase hope. So I'm going to go for this. This gives me the opportunity, if I go into order, to make this. I just need some more materials tomorrow, and we can start to push ourselves on from here. We've got a bit of an issue in terms of healthcare, because lots of people are getting ill, it seems, from our situation. We've now got this. If I was to go to level 2, you would see that we are in a situation where we are a bit ahead, but this does really drop our discontent and does stop people from getting sick, I believe. So we should be able to kind of deal with this, but we just need to make sure we are increasing our coal consumption. And we are going to do that by focusing over here and expanding our collection points. So this is going to need to be upgraded. If we go to resources, we can build a steam coal thumper and place it in there. We're out of steel, yes, but what we need to do is we need to get enough for these guys to be able to expand. So I think one of the interesting things is, I do think that this beacon is in the wrong place. So once these guys are home, we are going to dismantle it. They've got a lot of good stuff with us. We're going to pause. We are going to disband. We're going to break this. And we're going to then see if we're able to firstly get a resource depot somewhere that's completely out of the way, because we don't actually need it to be warm. I'm thinking of also then going for, if I build a bunkhouse out the ways here, then we can start to bring away from over here some houses, which should, I believe, give us a bit of an opportunity to go for this, which is nice. Good, that's all nice. So now this is improving. I need to go to resources and gathering posts. So, I feel like these two areas are where I want my gathering posts to be. But once these guys are built over here, we can then kind of deal with that. Okay, what else do I want to look at here? I could get a steam steelworks to improve our gathering there. I could get some gathering post installation, which I think is the smart... No. Healthcare installation is the most... Or hothouse installation. We're not going to be able to get food during the period anyway, but we are hitting a decent chunk of food already. This is fine. Those are both built, so we're now going to delete these two. Because then people do have places to live. And we can then build in these spots our gathering posts to continue this method. And we also definitely need to focus on getting a resource depot somewhere. These can be out of the way, I think. Where can I put it? I can put one there, which just gives us the ability to deal with it. And we need to make some medical outposts. I agree with that feeling. So we're going to go here and we're going to think... Can I fit one in there? Yeah, I can. This entire area is really not great for me. But I am going to put one in there, and I've got some people to work on it, which is nice. Healthcare installation is now also working. I do need to think about these watchtowers, which I also sorted out. I could build one there, which I think would be interesting, but I think it's most important that I put them in places that have people working. There can go one, and I feel like a second one... About to say, this entire area is awful. I don't like this area. Can I fit one in anywhere? I can fit one behind here for now. Let's put one behind here. I feel like that gives us a nice little way of dealing with it. Good. That's nice. What's my technology tree doing here? I've got those insulation. I do want all of these installations as well. We're going to put 20 people in there to make sure we are continuing that increase. And I believe if I go to resources, I just need one more to get that up and running. Good. Healthcare promise has risen, which is nice. And I can also go here and... put this one onto this as well. We've got very high of this because, well... Oh, I'm going to put some engineers into these for now. Engineers can be working with this section here, which is nice. And we don't want this one also to have a couple in there. Good. Hope has risen because we've got some of these workhouses. See, these watchtowers, I mean. That should be good. Because I also have an ability... Oh, I know, don't yet. That's something I can look up in the future. So I feel like we are pretty prepared for this. Because we're now at level 2. This is going to make things... And we are gathering more and more increases overall. I think that is a strong movement for us. We'll see how it all moves, but yes. I kind of want to build one more of these gathering posts in that spot there to make sure we are maximizing all of this. Let's put the heater on in here. I believe... Okay, with heaters, we can do most of our job, I think. The child shelter needs to have one on as well. And I believe that these should all have the heating on as well if we can. Because I don't want to worry about them getting too cold. Right, already? I'm just checking. Yeah, let's go for some of these insulations if I can. Maybe this. We need to just insulate things. That's our target for this period. I think gathering post insulation is important to stop people from getting too ill. But I think we are in a situation where, there we go, we can put most people into there. And this is just going to continue to produce enough materials. Dangers of frostbite. Both of these are just too cold. Why are people working in here? I can take them out of here for now, and this is going to be for coal. I feel like we've got a decent coal selection over here. Let's put some heating on in these places. There's just no good insulation for anything, but we're going to keep ourselves working on it if we can. I can go for the morning gathering, which I think will raise hope. We are a little bit worried about this numbers, which is good. We had a timely intervention, which is good. All of this is good. I feel like this is going to be an issue, but we've only got to get through a few days, and we've got plenty of materials. So all of this is now got a bit more heat, which is nice. We also need to go for insulation of these varieties. If I go for the cookhouse insulation, actually, then maybe that can even go back into itself. Which is nice. In fact, I could even get these guys fully operational, which should give us even more hope. Which is nice. This entire little setup, I feel very compact, which is a particularly good thing this time. Overall, we could be in a lot worse positions. Like, I feel like we are fighting. We've now got an amputee, which is an interesting choice. We've got the care home, which is actually getting some people in here working, which is good. But overall, we're doing okay. This is very cold as well, which I think is a bit of an issue, but we should be able to jump up 3 levels. We're going back to minus 40 soon. So this is now insulated to the point where I should be able to kind of use it. These don't work in the thing, which is why you do need to build up a lot of food situations. But we've got enough steam cores and a lot of other things. I was about to say, the hothouse insulation does give us a bit of a help. I just don't think we're going to be able to use it at all. Really. We've got a lot of these situations. I could go for the steamworks. Or we could even go for the factory, or even lighter steam, one of these. I was about to say, a factory could give me a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's go for a factory. Building that next time will be big. Yeah, we're going to usually do an amputee, I'm afraid. Because eventually then the plan will be to go for prosthetics, which should give us a bit more hope, but overall we should be able to deal with it. Okay, we want to get people working in these areas. I should put the heating on here as best as I can. I will build a medical outpost and I will open it. Yes, we can do that. That's easy enough. Is there anywhere within the zones that I can place it? Oh, yes, we can fit one back there, which is nice. I'm glad that in this first period I've got enough heat just around and about that I can actually push it up. We've got a factory up and running, which is interesting. So that's good. We put that on and we can get some of these guys in, which is very good. Nice. And then I can go to the tech tree. We've got the factory. All of this stuff is important, but I do like the idea of hothouse insulation just going forward in the long run. As long as this then doesn't turn around and say, well, this is a big problem for you, I could even get one of these built very, very soon. It's not quite in the zone. Ooh, you know what? I am actually going to just destroy this wood. And we're going to then find a way of dealing with wood in a better way than we are currently. Because if I was to go here, I could fit that in right in that gap, which is nice. And then I do need to start thinking about a beacon again. But the beacon can be really out of the way. Yeah, the beacon can be put over there. We don't need a beacon to be warm. It's literally just to be looking at where everyone is, and then we can start to use them again. We do need to think about wood, but I think that is there, and we can do this. I was about to say, it takes 100 wood, 50 steel, 100 of each, and then 50, and then 1. That's not impossible to get, and then we can use it drastically for a lot of stuff. I need some wood, actually. That is something that's a bit of a... Ooh. I messed up there, I think. Is there anywhere that I can get some wood from? Any houses that are not being used? You know what? I could dismantle one of these and reorganize this area. Yeah, let's dismantle those two for now. We must hold on for a couple of days to lower discontent. That should be fine. We're about to get nice and cool again, aren't we? There we go. That's what we want. So now this area over here. If I go for food, if we look here, I don't know. I feel like this area could be improved greatly. If I go for the hothouses, I could sneak them in back here. At least one of them in there, which is important. And then I also then need to go for resources sawmill. And I feel like, if I'm honest, in the long run, this area should be expanded out to be able to deal with this. So I'm going to build another one back here. Brittle steel. Every new destruction will require more steel. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. I can deal with needing more steel. About to say, I've got, I was thinking of expanding my route into that anyway, which is good. We need to make sure that our coal production is really on the ball, which is nice. We've rebuilt this, so I just need to make sure we're getting enough wood for it all. And I think we can then kind of move ourselves in a good position. Does this include this? Doesn't. That's nice. We've got some hothouse installation now, which means I can do this and put people into there. I feel like I should take some guys out of this, put them into there, which is interesting. And I feel like... I don't know, I feel like I'm in a situation right now. I need this to keep moving up. I do need more wood. So we did make it through the first one, and our first hazard is actually really not a problem. I do kind of want to keep our... We need to get more people feeling better, I think is our target now. So I feel like maybe once this is up and running, this one should be really nice and sorted out. And I go for tech. If I can go for maybe the infirmary. This is a difficult one. Anything that just requires loads of steel and not much wood. I don't think so. Yeah, none of these. Oh, a steam sawmill does. So let's go for that. That's good. And then this needs a lot of people working in it. Where can I take people from? Is there anywhere that people are working that don't really need them working currently? Let's do this. Oh, and I can also take workers out of these, because I don't really need workers on those. I don't need these to be fully operational, do I? Good, so that can now be working up at its own storm, which is nice. And I think we are pushing through the gravely sick period. I was about to say, bad food and bad healthcare. I don't know. I need to make sure I deal with this, because I don't want to get stuck in a situation where this is sorted out. If I put this back to regular food now, I think we should be able to deal with it. We currently have no food, but that should push this down as soon as we get it. What's this saying? It was the right thing to do. Nice, thank you. Yeah, we need to just keep ourselves moving today and see how far we can go. Overall, this is particularly nice. So now this is producing what we need it to produce, which is good. We're getting so much materials. What's this saying? Producing this. In terms of food, I could go for another hothouse. I feel like that was in the best position for it. I feel like one back here is the next one. And we really just go for it. That's good. We also then want to keep ourselves in our... Good, we've managed to lower discontent. I don't need to worry too much about that. This area back here is going to be useful. And then I need to get people working and people going out here and doing this again. Good, heading out. We're going to head you to... Let's head to the yellow flag. I've not been to the yellow flag before. If I go for this, we can look in here and see... Maybe... I don't really need those. Let's go in here and what can I build here? A foreman or guard stations. Let's go for some guard stations. I feel like they're a little bit more useful for us. Our coal is... You know what? Let's go for this. This is fine. We'll deal with the situation and keep ourselves moving. We're dealing mostly... Look at how low our discontent gets when we don't extend those things. In terms of health, we're going to go for another one of these. I was about to say, this area back here becoming a bit more free is big for us. I just need 5. I can get them back there like so, which is good. We just need to get people feeling better. Because if we can get people feeling better, I feel we are in a better position. Let's try and feed everybody, yes. We're about to do some good stuff over here. Now I don't need to worry about this. We're going to go back to this. Which is nice. I do need to put some people into these areas. Let's drop one of these guys off of each of these. I do need more humans, is the problem. But a lot of them are sick, is what I think is the biggest issue. Don't need that on. How is our consumption looking? Consumption is not looking top-notch. I need to get these places full again. To make sure that we are getting to a level above where we need to be. Is there anywhere that I can turn off? I can turn off a few of these places, I think, actually. I feel like we have got enough temperature currently to do it. Let's turn off all of those and see how it all goes. I think that is good. We just don't have enough materials for all of this. I think the long plan will be to go, like, here and build one back here that's going to give us the opportunity to then make a coal mine back here. This is an interesting one. How much of this does it cost? 10 steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like that is a way of getting people back to work. Because I feel like that is the biggest problem right now. How cold are things? We're not doing too bad. We're just fighting against problems right now. Which is good. We're hoping to get this down again. Which I'm hoping should... Can I do this? Is this enough then? Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, we're getting our people back, which is good. Oh, we're good. And we've got a load of materials there. Let's keep moving to the cracked ice. And see how it all goes. Do I have people... We don't really have people working enough to get ourselves here. But I feel like we're moving in the right direction. Because if I was to look... We have got some people available. These areas are like massively impressive. If I was to take a couple off here for now, because I would like to get the people I'm looking for. I don't think I need all of these maximum. We can do this then, and we can send you off to a rock gate. Maybe we can see if we can gather some more people. We are really pushing down the number of people needing treatment, which is always a huge bonus for us. And we're starting to feed people, which I think both of these are doing a good job at. The long term of this plan is going to be to go resources... is going to be to tech, sorry, and build a steam hub back here to open up this area for us to kind of deal with. This is getting a bit low of lots of materials, so maybe I can actually remove this. And then I'm actually going to start destroying a couple of these, because I don't actually need that many anymore. Good, because those are nice. And I feel like if I was to look at kind of tents, this area just feels like it's... If I was to destroy that road is barely needed. If I was to then look here, I feel like this is also a problem. Who knows? Who even fact knows? We've got a lot of engineers now which are available. We can push them into here, and we can start to keep our research going. I'm thinking that a steam steelworks is a smart plan for us. Gives us a bit more freedom there. Not using extended shifts at the moment. I could go for a patrol. Yeah, let's go for a patrol. Not that these guys can actually do anything right now, but we are kind of able to keep ourselves moving in a good way. And I need to build these guard stations. How much do these guard stations require? They just require a lot of steel. Ooh, maybe I won't be able to in time. But we've got a decent amount of stuff here. We are focusing on getting Ghosts on the Horizon. Captain, the beacon lookouts have reported an extraordinary sighting. A Victoria-class dreadnought wreck that has been spotted on the horizon. These advanced vehicles were used for the most important tasks. The news fills people with nostalgia. We might find some heirlooms from our past in this hulk, says one of the scouts. A worker adds we should gather them so our children remember who they once were. And who we might yet become. The wreck has been marked on the map. We should hurry to reach it before the next blizzard covers it over. Okay, interesting plan. That could be a bit of an interesting one. We'll try and do it, but for now I think we're in a bit of an awkward spot. For now, I'm going to actually leave it here for today, though. I hope you have enjoyed. Next time, we're going to try and start to get an automaton, because I feel like I definitely am in the position where I could, and that would definitely clear up a load of people. I'm also then going to be able to go to that place and see if I'm able to do it, see if I'm able to get a few more people back here, and then expand into our areas that need to be expanded. But for now, you're going to have to wait to see that next time. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Ta-ra!